Focused on that. Yeah. €5. Yeah, we've got our money.
Yeah, came this morning.
I've got a big box down here with all the sort of stuff and all the preparations we've got for our little Euro trip. Jenny's got a big folder.
Hide behind it as well.
She's going to hide behind it, so avoid looking at the camera.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so we're making our preparations for the Euro trip. It's almost less than a week now, isn't it?
Well, yeah, this video is going out on Sunday, isn't it? And it'll be sort of like 3 days before we set off.
Yeah.
To Grafton Water and then to Black Horse Farm.
Yeah, ready for the tunnel. So it's 5 years since we went to Europe, which is quite staggering, really. Things have changed, obviously, since we went there. We sort of got a bit put off by Brexit and all of that, so we never ended up going, got put off by COVID. And we had a Northern Ireland tour booked, so
we went on that, didn't we?
So it's finally come round to us getting back to Europe, and hopefully we'll be doing this more often. I've got other ideas.
You've got other ideas,
I have a cunning plan.
You'll concentrate on this plan.
But we'll concentrate on this cunning plan first. Yeah, so quite a few preparations. So we're going to take you through some of them.
Right, so basically what we had, the first thing we did this year was Poppy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because she needed a rabies booster, so she went for that in March. Then we paid for an animal health certificate, didn't we, with our vet, because they warned us the price was going up. So
and it's warm in here as well.
It's warm in here. So anyway, we then arranged a follow-up appointment, which will have been last Friday, so hopefully you'll be collecting an animal health certificate.
Well, we're releasing this on Sunday.
Yes, so I'm saying hopefully.
Hopefully I will have collected
this video
it.
won't be going out because Poppy won't be going.
No.
Yeah, so we had to do all that. We had to book everything for Poppy, so everything should be okay. She just needs her animal health certificate.
Yeah.
That's what you need now instead of a pet passport.
Yeah.
It's valid for 4 months, isn't it? You can't get it more than 10 days before you go. And once you've got it, it's valid for 4 months.
Yeah. Well, we still have to get something on the way back as well.
We still have to, well, the extras we have to do is we have to check in at pet reception at the tunnel this side, which we never had to do before. Then we still have to do what we've always done, is go to a local vet, and we're going back to the one in Belgium again, in Ypres, that we've used before, to get the worming tablet and it's up to 5 days before, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or something like that. Yeah, so we're booked. We're coming back on the 8th. Poppy's going to the vet there on the 6th.
Yeah.
And then you obviously have to go to pet reception again when you get to Calais. So
it's double the.
It's double the. Poor Poppy has got all these extra things to do.
We could be taking rabies in with us, couldn't we?
Well, yeah. So that's basically the dogs.
Yeah.
Tara's not coming with us. She has on our previous Euro trips, but she's not coming on this one.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, a bit sad. Yeah. So that's the dogs.
Your
dog. Yeah, we've still got dogs. So then the other thing we had to do was book the Eurotunnel, which we did back in January, and we had to ring them. And you can perhaps explain why you had to ring them.
Oh yeah, I had to ring the Eurotunnel to basically say you've got all your details, your passports and everything, and you register with Eurotunnel. So it said on the Eurotunnel website that you could register online.
Yeah, with at least the shuttle app.
Yeah.
What do you call that?
Yeah, LEZ shuttle. Yeah, I've got to call it LEZ shuttle. I tried that, and they gave us a number, a reference on the email that we got from LEZ shuttle. I tried that and it didn't work. So I thought, well, I better ring them anyway to find out why this number doesn't work, this reference doesn't work. So I rang them and they said, oh yeah, anyone who's booked through a third party has to ring us.
Yeah.
So if you've booked through the clubs or any other organisation for that matter, and you're going on the Eurotunnel, you have to ring them anyway.
Yeah, to be fair, the Caravan and Motorhome Club did say ring.
Did they?
Yes, on the email they sent.
All right.
There's little letters at the bottom,
I must
but
have
they
missed
did
that.
say. So that's why it was on my checklist for you to
ring
them.
Oh, I didn't. That's what when I just went onto the website, I thought, oh, what's she talking about? I don't have to ring.
Yeah,
What you
exactly. What do I know?
So yeah, if you're booking through club, make sure you ring Eurotunnel before you go. It's only really to register your passport and your
All
details.
your details, yeah. Otherwise, I think you have to do it when you get to the tunnel.
Yeah.
Which all takes time, and as we've got to go to the pet area as well.
Yeah, there's about half a dozen checks before
Yeah.
we can leave this country, isn't there?
We're glad to get on the train, aren't we?
Yeah, that's right.
And I do like the Eurotunnel train.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a great sort of like 30 minutes, isn't it?
Well, it's 30 minutes on the train. You can relax, have a cup of coffee or a snooze or whatever, and then lo and behold, you've switched mobile operators.
Hopefully, yeah. That's coming on to one of your checks in a bit.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had phone calls, I had dogs, and then I've got a money section, and the money section was order euros, which you've just shown. They've come today when we're recording this, so we're stocked up with them. I also paid for the Dartford Crossing. Yeah. Because obviously we're going down that way, and we may come back that way. Yeah. So I paid for that. It's £2.50 and £5. Yeah. That's now in the ULEZ sort of area around there, isn't it? But we're Euro 6, so...
We're Euro 6 anyway, but if you are going to plan to stop off the motorway...
Just be careful.
Just be careful about the low emission zones,
Because although the Manchester one's not enforced, we were amazed how quickly we came off when we came off the...
Yeah, we're coming back
M62.
from Boroughbridge. We stopped off at Asda in Bury and went up the road and suddenly found ourselves... No, just as we came into the Asda in Bury, wasn't it?
There was a sign there,
low emission zone under review zone.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you are Euro 5 and below, then make sure you're not straying into that. And that brings us on to other things, but I think that's later in your list.
That's under my motorhome list, yeah. Okay. So that was the two things I had to do: order the euros when they come and pay the Dartford Crossing. Yeah. So then I've got a motorhome section, and first thing I'd got is book Eurotunnel, which I did in January, and we've covered that. I've got to put the confirmation in the van when we go. It's all in my folder, but so that we've got it with us.
Oh, I'll have to show you this folder. This is Jenny's checklist, but it's in
a
folder with all the different months in there for the various things that we've done throughout the year.
Because we've been to a lot of private sites, so I've had a load of emails and
confirmation emails and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, so the second thing we've got to do is put a UK sticker on the rear of the van.
Done that.
Now, we've already got one because when we went to Northern Ireland...
Well, we didn't need it for Northern Ireland, did we?
No, but we did go into...
We went into Ireland, so we might have needed it.
Yeah.
So we've done that anyway.
We've got that. We got it from the club, I think.
Yeah.
Then this is your area of expertise. Yeah. Mobile data checks and roaming.
Yeah, now all our mobile SIMs, we've got one each on our phone and we've got two in the router, they're all enabled for roaming. We've got, forgot how much it was now, is it 21 on Vodafone roaming?
I think so, yeah.
I think we've got 11 on the UW SIMs that we've got.
We've got 3 of them.
And we've got 3 of those, so I think we should be alright for data. It's only 2 weeks, so should be okay for uploading data. If we're not, we're just going by
buy one in the country that we're in.
Yeah. So I'm planning on doing a video getting to the tunnel like we did before. We did that original video, France via the Eurotunnel, in 2018 because Glyn was following us and he wanted to know how to get there.
Yeah, so we did it in great detail.
So we did it in great detail. I thought, well, we might as well do that again.
That's right.
I watched so many YouTube videos where people suddenly pop up in France. How did you get there then?
Yeah, and we still have people watching that. Yeah. And we have to say to them, well, this was 2018.
Yeah, so we're going to sort of base these videos. And if you've not been to Europe in a motorhome before, the video is going to be for you. Yeah.
Okay, then. So that then brings us on to what they call green zones or low emission zones in the various countries. So I don't know whether we want to cover which countries we're going to.
Well, let's do that. So, I mean, we can obviously tell you what country we're going to by looking at which emission stickers we need as well.
Well, no, not necessarily, because we didn't need one for the Netherlands.
Okay.
So basically we're going to France, Luxembourg, Germany, the Netherlands and Belgium. Okay. So we've got 5 countries to worry about where they're low emission
Yeah,
zones
we've
are.
got 5 countries with different speed limits as well.
Well, that's, I'll come on to that later,
Yeah, okay.
but
Okay, so let's talk about France. I mean, everyone knows about the critique l'air.
yeah,
So you have to get a sticker if you're going into France, and it's, how much was it? It was €7 or something like that. It's not a, I can't remember how much it was, does it?
no, I think it was about that, yeah.
Yeah, and you can order it online.
Yes.
We'll put the links in the video description, so all the things that we've checked you can have a look at. So do check that out.
Do you want to show the?
Yeah, if you've got it in there.
Box down there.
Just bear with us whilst we get this box out. €5.
It's easier going to Scotland.
You don't need euros.
No,
Not yet,
well,
anyway.
No, you don't need all this.
If our friends get their way, we will need euros.
Right, so just get.
We'll probably have to do all of this as well.
So, got some maps. I'll come on to them in a bit.
Yeah.
That's passports. That's. Which one's that? That's my money one.
That's your money.
Could have got all these out to begin with,
We could have
couldn't we?
put these in order, really, couldn't we?
We could, yeah. Do you want to stop it while we?
Yeah, we'll just stop you there. Oh, it's been my thumbnail.
Right, so that's the criteria.
Madame, Monsieur.
Yeah.
I don't think it was right, was it? Nous vont prions de trouver, etc., etc. Oh, yep. Don't show the address. The critère certificate, which needs to be stuck on your front window, as far as I can remember.
Yeah.
Oh, it's there, isn't it?
That's the German one.
Oh, isn't it?
I think it's on the other side of a bit of paper.
Yeah, it tells you how to stick it on there. Mode operator pour véhicule. My friend, I don't do French, so apologies for that. It'll keep people amused whilst we're in France with our mispronunciation.
Yes,
Yeah.
so we've got to put those on the front of the van.
So the critère.
And we had to get one from Germany, and that was the most expensive, I think, 17.50.
17. This is from TubeBuddy Nord. You can order it from different people. We ordered it from TubeBuddy Nord, and we'll have to find somewhere to stick that as well.
Yeah, so what we found out for Belgium was you just had to register if you want to go into Antwerp.
Yeah.
So you don't get a sticker or anything. Apparently they keep the record on their
their database. So presumably they use like ANPR things.
I think so. Yeah.
So that was £17.50.
That's for the.
That's for the German one. Beg your pardon.
So in the Netherlands, I found you don't need one.
Sorry, let me just make that clear. The £17.50 is for the German emissions sticker, and that is only certain cities in Germany, but it sounds like every city in Germany,
the trouble is if you're not certain of, exactly where you're going, or you stray into one of these areas, which, like we were saying we did around Manchester, thinking, I shouldn't be here.
That's the point. We were ordering them in case we stray into these areas. Sometimes we might not actually need it. So.
No, so what I was going to say about Antwerp is you have to register, and obviously it's picked up on cameras. I think it's very, very similar to the London congestion charge area.
And that covers Antwerp and Bruges, doesn't it?
Yeah. But I say about the Netherlands, it said you don't have to register, and except if you're going into an industrial, and it named one industrial area. And I didn't know where that was.
No, all right.
Well, hopefully we won't stray into there.
So it was France, Germany and Belgium that we needed.
We needed to let them know. Yeah, Luxembourg, there aren't any.
No, okay.
It's not really big enough, I suppose, is it?
I don't know.
Right.
I don't think it matters how big you are.
No, not us. I can take this seriously. Right.
It's difficult really when you've got such a huge list here. I will put chapters in here, so if there's anything you want to skip forward to.
Yeah, anyway, so the other thing we have to take is Hi-Viz jackets. We've taken 2, obviously.
Yeah, I normally keep the big size in the driver's thing at the side, a little pocket at the side, so they're handy. If you tuck them away in your luggage, you'll never find them. No. So one each.
One each, yeah. And Poppy's got a Hi-Viz coat, hasn't she?
She doesn't need one.
No. Right, so now we come on to this Angles Mort stickers.
Yeah, the angle of death.
Yeah, which are in here somewhere.
Now we watched Yorkshire Motorhomes, and he had a very nice sucker thing for the rear of the motor, and what we've got is, that's the sticker one, isn't it? What we've got is some magnetic ones. Again, I'll put the link to the magnetic ones in the thing, but if I can find out where Kevin got the stick on the sucker ones, I'll put those, otherwise I'll be sticking one of these horrible stickers on the back of my van, which I'm not keen on doing anyway, but there you go.
And we have to have that because?
You have to have one of these if you're over 3.5 tonnes, because effectively it makes you equivalent to a goods vehicle.
Right.
We are up-plated to 3.85 tonnes, but if we hadn't up-plated we wouldn't need these. So no. That makes all the difference.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, so
yeah.
We've got to put those on the van, haven't we?
Yeah.
Right, so we also need a spare bulb kit.
Yeah, so we just got one of these generic bulb kits. It's got, you know, fuses and things in there. I will take some spare, well, there are spare headlight bulbs there as well, but as I've got LED headlights I shouldn't need to change those, but the fuses and rear brake light type bulb things as well. Again, Amazon.
Yeah. Yeah, I got most of this from Amazon.
What do I do with all this?
Put it back in the box it came in.
Okay.
So. Right, so the next thing on the list?
I don't know, what's next on the
spare
list?
Spare bulb kit we've got down.
Yeah, I've got that. Headlamp beam reflectors. These are a nonsense on the Ducatos, they really are. The instructions actually tell you to guess where you put them, because there's no sort of markings on the headlamp itself to tell you where to put them, so you stick them where you think it's a good idea.
I seem to remember from before there was like a great big leaflet inside with
all
different.
That's
in there, is it?
That's inside here.
Yeah.
But I think it almost says the equivalent of "you're on your own."
Okay, so look forward to that then.
Yeah.
I know you struggled once. I know it was one
well,
of the cars
I was trying to follow the instructions, and it just basically said stick it just below where the headlight beam is.
Which would make sense.
Which would make sense, and all they are is just sort of the stupid things there. Why it's not a lot easier to change the direction your headlamps are pointing, I don't know.
Right,
no.
And we're taking these breathalysers. They're not, the law never came into force, did it, in France? But everybody says still take them, and I suppose they're useful if you want to check yourself.
Well, yeah, they never enforced the law. It was still a law in France. It's supposed to have breathalysers. They don't enforce it. I think it's useful really because the drink drive limits are a lot lower in France and also in Scotland, funnily enough. So if you're in any doubt at all about how much you drank the night before and whether you're still sober or not, it's not a bad idea to have. So I've got this bag that I've had for a while. I think we got it last time we went abroad, and it's got various things in it. One of the things you will need is a warning triangle. So one of these things. I suppose I better check it works.
It makes a triangle.
It makes a triangle, doesn't it? And it's got some sticky out type legs and things. So they are one of those. Sorry, there goes the. Well,
that's always in that van anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. I don't know how that fits together. How does that fit together there? I suppose it's probably just as well that I'm doing this, isn't it, really? Oh yeah, there you go. It sort of clips together. Sort of clips together there. So useful to put together before you actually leave and you actually need it. There you go.
Right, all we've got to do now is get it
put
back
it back
in here.
Yeah. Folds down that, folds down there, that folds in there, that goes like that. I've never used it, but you never know.
No. It's the law, isn't it, in some of the countries that you've got to have it.
Yeah. I can't get back in there. I'm glad I did that. Why is that not gone? No, down. Yeah, once you get these out, you can never put them back. Oh, do that later.
Right, so
okay. Yeah.
The next thing I've got is all the documentation for the van.
And we're not going to do me.
You're doing the rest of that? I didn't know.
Yeah. What? This is quite a useful thing to have. It's a plug adapter for the 2-pin sockets. I think when we went last time we never needed this, but might be useful, I don't know. So it just sort of extends your their 2-pin into one of these for the caravan. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. First aid kit.
Yeah, yes, the first aid kit.
Yeah, must have a first aid kit. Jump leads. That's it. On an old breathalyser kit. Next.
Right, next. So next I've got all the stuff for the van itself.
Yeah.
Obviously we can't show too many of these because they've got our address on.
Oh, I can cover them up with a fiver.
Yeah, we've got the V5.
The V5, in case you don't know what it looks like. That's to prove you own the vehicle, I guess.
Yeah,
Yep.
an MOT certificate.
Where's my address?
Don't think that's on there.
Yeah. I've just printed out the MOT certificate.
And a certificate of insurance. I can't see the address on there either.
Yeah, certificate of insurance. Right down there.
Yeah, and that's just spare.
Okay. This is going to be about 9 hours long, this.
Yeah, I know. So we've got all the main documents. We've got some map books.
Yeah.
I've got a new
Which map book? Yeah, which map book do you get?
Got this huge, big one. Ugh.
We've got a smaller one as well, so we've got a little glove box one, which is gone.
I've gone.
Yeah,
Says
we've
it's easy to read. I don't know.
got the Philips one, Road Atlas. It's supposed to be easy to read, but
It's knowing which page you're
know which
supposed to be
page you're on.
isn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
But we'll have Mrs. Satnag with us. So.
Yeah.
Right. So that's basically things to do with the motorhome.
Yeah.
I've got the dates that
Oh,
we.
you've still got.
Oh yeah, sorry. We've got the number plate and adapter. Now, why
Yeah.
are you taking that?
When we booked the tunnel, we didn't have the bike rack on the back.
No.
And we said we're up to 8 metres long on the booking form. And with the bike rack, we're 8.33 metres long. And I want to take the bike with us because we're going with Trev and Sue, Posh Cats Camping, and Trev's taking his bike as well. Sue's not taking hers,
No,
as I understand.
no.
So me and Trev are going to have boy days out, I think.
Are you?
Well, sounds
Okay.
like it, on the bikes. So we only need one bike rack. So Trevor's going to take his bike rack and take that through the tunnel with our bikes on it. And then when we get over there, we'll swap it on my van so Trev can get in his boot.
That's basically it. But that's
Yeah.
why you need your number plate and adapter, isn't it?
Yeah, so I need to take my number plate from my motorhome to stick on Trevor's bike rack.
Oh, yeah. He's got the same.
But I've got a different plug on the back of my motor to Trevor's. I've got the 7-pin connector and Trevor's got the 13-pin adapter, connector, so I've got to take an adapter with me. Right.
Yeah, so that basically covers the things we've got to put in the motorhome. I put the dates when we receive them and order them or whatever.
Yeah.
Then I've got a column to tick when we put them in the van next
Yeah.
week because currently they're in this box.
Yeah.
So then we go on to passports,
Yeah.
which we've got in there.
It's got in this little wallet.
I had to check they were still valid and still had 3 months left on them.
Yeah, so let me just double check that. So, yeah, that's you, isn't it?
I think so,
Yeah. Expires 23rd of May 24.
Yeah.
So I think you have to have
These 6 months.
6
don't you?
months on these, don't you?
Yeah, that's right. So we're okay for that.
Yeah.
You no longer. There was talk that we need an international driving permit, but you don't need that. Just got to make sure you take your driving
licence,
which
yeah,
is
you've
in
got,
your thing.
Yeah, which is in my wallet anyway.
They negotiated that we don't need a green card for insurance. That went in August 2021.
But your insurance company can provide it normally if you do need it. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
Global health cards. Our European ones, our EIH something or others. Those old ones ran out.
That was the original one, the European one.
So we've got one that's called Global.
And
But
it's called Global, but it's actually a UK one.
Yeah, but it covers what it covers is EU countries and Switzerland.
Okay. Oh, a bit like the European one.
That's right. Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I think that covered more because that covered Norway and
places. Right. Oh, we're going to get something separate for Norway then.
Yeah, that doesn't cover Norway apparently.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's just for basic healthcare. Okay, so we take that with us. We have also got health insurance, which we booked through the Caravan and Motorhome Club, and we've got our own policy, haven't we, as well? Right. So I arranged travel insurance with the club on the 9th of January.
That's Pennant, isn't it? We've gone for
Pennant, and for the period that we're away, and that was, I think it was £152, something like that.
Okay.
So I've also ordered, but it hasn't come yet, a Camping Key Europe card.
Oh yeah, this was interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was I think it was £7.50, and
this is from the club.
From the club, yeah. When I went on the website for this altogether, it said sometimes you can show that as ID, and not have to leave a passport. Apparently, some campsites want you while you're there.
Well, I think we had that in Bruges, didn't we?
I think we had it somewhere. Yeah. But
never really happy with leaving things like passports with campsites.
No.
My luck, I drive off and forget them.
Well, that's right. We'd be in the tunnel or something and realise we've got it. Yeah. So it still said that some sites might want you to use it. So I looked through, and I think about 4 of the sites we're staying at do accept it. I think the German ones don't.
Okay.
So just be aware of that. But anyway, it hasn't come yet. So
right.
Yeah,
so we don't know if the Germans will accept it or not if it doesn't come.
We don't know if anybody will accept it.
No.
Right. So we've got a passport. So that section. Then again, I've got a put-in van selection.
Yeah. I made a right mess here.
Yeah. I'll just leave you to tidy up afterwards. So then come on to what is basically the final section, which is sites.
So we've booked Graph and Water. That's done.
That's done, yeah. Well, basically where we're going, starting at Graph and Water, I booked it, Black Horse Farm, booked that, paid for it. Now you said you know how to pronounce this.
No, I don't know. But Au bord de la Seine, rather, let's get it right, La Haine, which I think means, if I translate it literally, it means gorge, what's it say? Edge of the gorge, I think it means, but it doesn't mean that at all. There's a river called Ain, where there's several battles fought in World War One.
Yes.
And it just means it's on the river. So,
Yeah. So then we're going into Luxembourg to a site we went to.
How many M's have you put in there?
I put too many M's.
Put Nommmm.
2 on it.
Nommalayan. H2O. What's H2O mean?
That was its reference in the Caravan and Motorhome Club book.
Yeah, no, it's where we went before, and when we went before, it was really, really quite. It's a huge site. So like Butlins on steroids. But there was absolutely no one there. So
no.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to that.
We didn't get to see anywhere really, did we? We spent the whole day battling with the washing machine and the fact that our house alarm had gone off.
Yeah, that's right.
So we weren't really in a state to
no,
do much else.
Sister was on the phone in a panic about the house alarm.
Yeah, so we nearly thought we'd got to come home and all that. So hopefully this time we go there it'll be a bit calmer.
Yeah, we've got some ideas of might going on the bus into the city.
Into the city, yeah.
Or perhaps up to the castle.
It begins with V.
Valkenburg. No, not Valkenburg.
No.
There's another castle there.
I'll show you that in a bit. I've got a whole thing about.
Yeah. If you've watched Posh Cat's Camping's video about their preparation, they'll show you the sort of preparation we've done for what we might visit when we're there.
Yeah.
Or what Jenny's done.
We had a meet-up, you see, and the meet-up was to be about because we'd already decided on the sites.
Yeah.
So what could we do while we were there? So I think I spent about 3 days.
She was a bit worried she might not come up with any ideas.
Any ideas. So you didn't come up with any, did you? So just as well. Yeah. So from there we're going to another site we've been to before, Rudesheim am Rhein.
Rudesheim am Rhein, yeah. It's the wine producing region, so we're really sort of looking forward to perhaps going up in the cable car and having a look at the vineyards and that sort of thing. So Yeah.
Yes.
So that should be good.
And this time we will be prepared for the unexpected ferry, won't we?
Yeah.
So that won't take us by surprise.
It won't be it'll be the expected ferry.
Yeah. So then we're going along the romantic road.
Yeah.
And this is and you better...
Oh, well, this is an easy one, isn't it? Zur Camping Wertheim.
Yeah, and we're there for 3 nights.
And it's supposed to be a lovely old city, you know, with sort of cobbled streets.
Typical old German town, yeah.
So really looking forward to that.
With a castle up high. Yeah, so looking forward to that. The site's right by the river. It's the meeting of 2 rivers. And I can't remember what the names are.
No, put it down the bottom here.
Yeah.
And then on to towards going back now, but into Netherlands, camping Valkenburg, Maastricht.
Well, we haven't stayed there. We've stayed nearby there.
Yeah.
At Den something or other, which had hammocks.
Hammocks.
I mainly remember about it.
Yeah.
So we're staying there a couple of nights. Then we're into Belgium.
Leeuwbergen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
Bergen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on to Ypres.
And then we've got 3 nights at camping Stadion Ypres.
Ypres, I always get drawn back there because that's where Grandad was in the World War One.
Fought and captured near there, yeah.
Yeah, so I recently watched another video, didn't I, where they actually explain what happened to the regiment. And that's the last day he was on the front, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He was in hospital after that.
Yeah. So we're really looking forward to this. It's 2 weeks. It's going to be a whirlwind tour, so we might not get to see all the things we want to see, but certainly it's dipping our toes into Europe and get us back into the swing of going to Europe. And then it's back on the tunnel, staying at Bearstead, and then at Chapel Lane on our way back.
And then we come home, and we're getting groomed. Poppy and Tara are up.
That doesn't sound good.
No, it doesn't. No, sorry. No, I'll do that bit again.
No, you won't. Poppy's getting her grooming.
Yeah, and we're getting haircuts.
And then we're off again.
Mad dash because we're due down at Somers Wood for the show.
Yeah, I don't think Trev and Sue are going to the show anyway.
I don't know.
So they're staying longer
aren't
in Europe, and we're heading back for the show with our list of 400 motorhomes to look at.
Which I haven't even started on yet. No.
Sorry if you can hear Poppy barking in the background. She's in her crate, so there's obviously some noise going on outside. So
I heard ladders, so I don't know, it's window cleaners again.
Cleaner. Oh no. So So are we nearly there?
We're nearly there. So we'll work out we're doing about 1,600 miles.
Yeah.
The campsites cost us about 800 at the moment.
Okay.
We pay most of them up front.
Yeah.
So, and I say that's our route.
I probably should have put this on the screen, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
But just to remind me to put it on the screen, that's our route. And I think, like I say, Trevor and Sue went through the sort of the Jenny's itinerary. So
just ideas of what we could do, where it is.
We might not do any of it, or might do all of it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't get this back now.
Well, it's like when we're in the UK, we try and sort of see what's in the area, so that we can go to somewhere if we want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's basically it. No.
Yeah. So a highlight of our year, I think. Hopefully.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Just had to jump back in. The dogs are barking because there's someone with a ladder. Also did this as well, and I'll put it up on the screen now. So different speed limits in different countries. I'm quite surprised actually that, where is it? In the Netherlands it's 50 miles an hour on the motorway and 50 miles an hour on other roads.
I'm not surprised with that.
Yeah, in France it's 68 miles an hour on motorways and 50 miles on other roads, obviously in kilometres as well. So yeah, do be aware that there are different speed limits. Some of them quite severe, really. It depends whether you're over 3.5 tonnes or under 3.5 tonnes. Unlike our speed limits, which depend what your unladen weight is, whatever that is.
That's right, yeah. So, I mean, Mrs. Satnag normally, as you go into another country, she normally says you've been to Belgium.
Yeah.
Do you want to check country information? Well, you can, because she then hopefully will pick up the right speed if we've got her on the right setting. Yeah,
I think when we were going into different countries, say you're now in Belgium, do you want to have a look at some or other?
Do you want to see country information?
Country information, that's right.
Yeah, so we must, obviously we've got to remember with Mrs. Satnag to put her in kilometres, haven't
Yeah,
we? And in France, don't you have to turn off the speed cameras?
I think in Luxembourg as well, dash cams.
Dash cams in Luxembourg, yeah.
So you're not allowed to have any speed warning aids.
No.
Not speed warning, speed camera warnings.
Yeah.
And in Luxembourg, you're not supposed to use dash cams, which always sort of confused me because what's the difference between a dash cam and a GoPro?
I don't know. Last time I just held the GoPro, didn't I? Because I'm not sure whether I should be doing that.
No, probably not. So yeah, do make yourself aware of the laws in the local different countries. It's not one homogenous zone yet by any stretch of the imagination in the EU.
No, it's not. No.
Yeah, okay. So I just thought we'd add that. Right.
Okay, right. We're gone now. Yeah,
Doing anything else?
No, no.
Okay.
Oh, no, there isn't.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Bye then.
Bye then.